This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Tired of spills and stains on your sofa? WashableSofas.com has your back. Featuring the Anabay collection, the only designer sofa that's machine washable inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly prices. That's right, sofas start at just $699. Enjoy a no-risk experience with pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and changeable slip covers made with performance fabrics. Experience cloud-like comfort with high-resilience foam that's hypoallergenic and never needs fluffing. The sturdy steel frame ensures longevity, and the modular pieces can be rearranged anytime. Check out WashableSofas.com and get up to 60% off your Anabay sofa, backed by a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not absolutely in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping or restocking fees. Every penny back. Upgrade now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
You're listening to The Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, make the keyword contest, learn more, and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest.
Sauce is so judgy. Why is he so judgy?
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't understand us. With who?
What happened? No, Sauce is being all judgy.
Oh. No, I'm never judgy of anything you tell me, Hogs. That's what makes us...
Oh, yeah. Sauce is so unjudgmental.
I mean, it depends on who it is. Most people, I'm like, yeah, cool story. But Hogs Daddy, I care about
I feel like I've gotten that thumbs down and
I care about my Hogs Daddy.
I love you, baby.
Even though he said he'd be grateful
I do feel like I need to come in there and give you a hug so your inner monologue shuts the hell up for a little bit.
I can't help it. I can't stop it.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. It won't ever stop.
It was dark in there.
Well, let's talk about the week that Johnny Bones is about to have.
Oh,
right,
my
your
God.
son's back from Japan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Riggsy.
Yep.
As we like to call him.
Yeah, man.
Is a guy that lives in Japan. You don't get to see him much. He's on the other side of the globe.
Yep. And so, we're going to, let's see, he had to go to Red Lobster, get some Cheddar Bay biscuits yesterday.
I knew I liked him.
That was 2 days ago. And then yesterday was the Cane's Chicken run for lunch.
Are you my dad?
Today is the Vu hot dogs.
Yeah.
So your son's back from Japan, which is super
Topper
cool.
sticks, yeah.
But
Whoa.
outside of Cane's chicken fingers and Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, arguably the two best foods that have ever existed, why is he back in town?
He isn't back in town because my daughter gets married on Saturday.
Look at this, Johnny Bones.
Oh, man.
Wedding week.
One more big launch day.
Wedding week.
Gotta be surreal.
It's
range
surreal.
of emotions is what?
I'm in my head a little bit, to be honest. I've got, let's see, last Tuesday was her birthday. And so on her birthday, a lot of times, Nightingale, which is a restaurant downtown, uptown,
great
right?
spot.
Great
Yeah.
spot, right?
Riggs goes to Red Lobster instead.
Yes, of course. They have once a year, they have a tomato dinner. Well, Chrissy loves tomatoes, Elise loves tomatoes. When it happens on their birthday, they go there for her birthday. I don't like tomatoes, right? And literally every course is tomato dinner. So that's something they can do by themselves. But we met for, Nightingale also is kitty corner to the CC Club.
Hey.
So we met there for a free pre-dinner drink with them, and then they went off to their dinner. And I was recognizing, as I sat at the CC Club and paid the bill, I got to write a Father of the Bride speech.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I thought, of all the places to write a Father of the Bride speech, CC Club seems like exactly the right place.
Why not?
Totally on brand.
So I got down a bunch of thoughts. I'm going to try and pull them together here later today to kind of put into something. But yes, there is a lot of perspective that comes with a week like this. There is your job as a parent throughout, as being a parent, there's two things you kind of focus on. One is, these launch days. You're going to have a number of these. They're the day they go to kindergarten, the day they graduate high school, the day they go to college, the day they marry somebody. And marriage has been, me personally, is it's the most important thing in my life. It's always the priority. It was the priority above the job. It was the priority above the kids. I feel like that's the way to go about it. You provide that foundation for your family. And so, this is a huge deal. And then, the other thing that you're focusing on throughout that parenthood, beyond the looking forward, how do I get them ready for launch? How do I set an example? How do I get them in the right minute? Is how do I enjoy the moment? How do I soak in what's happening right now? Because you see them growing, and it doesn't take very long before you see how fast they grow. And this moment that I have,
God, you're
this moment that I have, that's gone in a little bit. You need to absorb that moment. You need to absorb the memories, but you need to absorb the feelings of all that. And that's a tough balance to walk when you're with kids, to absorb what you are in with them, but also keep an eye out for what they are going to have to do and prepare them for that as well. That's the balance that you've got to strike. And on the actual launch day itself, well, that's when those two things collide. Because that's the launch. That's what you've been preparing them for. But there's also no other moment you want to absorb more, because you're not going to get that day back. So, this week has been a week of a lot of reflection. I'm so excited that I get to share it, with my family, but also with so many of my friends, so many people who have been part of the community that have raised those children and have supported my marriage, which was the basis for that. And I hope, set an example for the most important thing she's ever going to do, which is be in a relationship with another person where you're building lives together and building families. So we will see. I am looking forward to the day. I'm also looking forward to being over, because it is, good Lord, our wedding's an enormous undertaking.
Well, that was one hell of a speech. Just do that on
Seriously, man.
Wow, but
do that.
That's too long for a Father of the Bride speech. I got to keep it tighter. I need a tight 3.
Where were you when I was 23? Because I would like to have known everything you just said when I was getting started, because I screwed it all up.
Oh, I don't believe that.
I tried, man. But man,
we all
good,
tried.
That's good.
Listen, I don't think any parent ever looks back and goes, "Geez, was I a perfect parent? Boy, did I nail that."
Speak for yourself.
It's so much. There's just so much of a crap. You make so many mistakes. And you should be making mistakes. How do you know what to do all the time? You don't do your own life all the time, let alone the other people that are running around. I'm like, you're gonna mess up so often. Even small things. I think the older you get, and frankly, I think if you have a good relationship with your own parents, you start to recognize, the longer you know them, how much stuff that they said that you took to heart that you recognize 40 years later that was just an aside that Dad said sometime. He didn't really care about such and such, and you recognize that and you're like, how many of those things are running around rent-free in my kids'
Oh my
heads?
gosh, man. That is such a minefield, dude.
Dude,
what you just said, I have things that I've talked to Abigail about that literally went by like a breeze on a summer day that have stuck with her in her brain.
It means too much.
Yeah, right.
Your parents mean too much to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like, I hope she doesn't mind me telling this story, but like Abigail got straight A's one year. More than that, but the first year she ever got straight A's, I made such a big deal out of it that she felt the pressure to get straight A's like that for the rest. And all I was thinking was, I want to celebrate this great thing that you did.
Yes, right.
I didn't know that was, I made too big a deal out of it, right?
Yep.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
You know what's cool though, Bonesy?
Yes.
And something I was thinking about that I've finally come to terms with after all this time is how like you're going to have this day with your daughter and you're going to remember this version of her even when you're talking to a version of her that's 10 years older than this. Like that version of her that you're going to have on Saturday never goes away. That's the thing that
I think that's true.
It's true, man, because like when I hear like when I think of Alex, I can hear 10-year-old Alex.
Right.
Even though he's 31-year-old Alex now. It never goes away.
Yeah, well, I noticed that most of all with Chrissy. That, I recognize the older we get, the more I'm like, yeah, she's basically who I met when she was 23.
Yeah.
Or when I was 23, 22. I think it was 22.
Were you even legal?
Barely. Met her when I was 20, and basically, in my eyes, she's that same girl, and it's awesome. I mean, it's just, it's nice to have that.
You guys, man, I love your marriage. I do.
Thanks, I do too.
I do.
Boney.
I like to watch you guys.
Yeah.
When you don't know I'm watching.
John, I'll play
John, binoculars involved in this scenario.
Live stream. If you don't mind, I'll play middleman. What he's asking is, can he watch? He's just not going to come out and say,
are you looking for a third? Actually, I think you're going to enjoy that as much as you would have when we were 23.
I don't think you know him. He's going to enjoy it.
And I like it better when you don't know him.
When you have to ask, it kind of ruins it.
No, I mean it though, Bones. I love that, man. What you just said, that was wonderful, man. That's a good thing. And you live that way too. And I respect you for that, man. That's
very nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We
try.
Sick of being serious.
I love that you're conscious of soaking it in, because there are some, even thinking about your own wedding and how there's so many people and there's so much to do and it's just blur. Yeah. And I remember trying to pause in my mind and trying to make like a click sound in my mind, like take a picture, like soak it in. So the fact that you're conscious of that on Tuesday, because there are also things that are going to happen tonight and on Wednesday and on Thursday, and you want to soak those in as well.
I'm too small of a sponge. I feel that way. I feel like you try to absorb so much, you can't just, there's too much that just runs out.
Yeah.
So that's where the tears come from a lot of the time. There's just too much to soak in, and you feel like your heart is so full, it can't hold anymore.
Oh.
Jesus, bonus.
God, what a metaphor. God, why are you freaking out about this speech? It's going to be a freaking home run.
Just wing it.
Yeah, just wing it. Do what the power trip would do. Just wing it. Use sponge metaphors.
Have Sauce give you a couple of improv tips from the class.
Do you like your phone?
Yeah, walk in, sit down.
Are you you held it together pretty well. You were emotional, but I was crying. You were not. Will you be a crier at this wedding?
I don't know. I'm not much of a crier. I'm trying. I actually wish I was a little bit more of a crier, because I feel like I put up too many barriers on that.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like crying right now because he said all his friends were going to be there. I don't know if mine got lost in the mail,
but I mean, the honest thing about that is that you guys have known now for 15 years. The friends that are going to be there, I've known 55 years, one of them.
Wow.
45 years, one of them. It's or not one of them, like 15 of them.
Can I play middleman again? The one you've known for 55 years? Mm-hmm. Is she single? Yeah. Asking for a friend. All your hands up. Woodhawk. 100%.
At a wedding, nonetheless?
Did you say it was a lady?
No, I just assumed it was.
No, I did not.
Just assumed.
He is listening right now, too.
Is he single?
Yeah, for sure.
Asking for a friend on the other side of that other glass.
Hi, Ty.
No, John, congrats, man. That's good.
Yeah,
You're
I'm really excited.
Good for you.
This is so wonderful.
All right, headlines when we come back. Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Life's messy. We're talking spills, stains, pets, and kids. But with Anabae, you never have to stress about messes again. At washablesofas.com, discover Anabae sofas, the only fully machine washable sofas inside and out, starting at just $699. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. That means fewer stains and more peace of mind. Designed for real life, our sofas feature changeable fabric covers, allowing you to refresh your style anytime. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa effortlessly. Perfect for cozy apartments or spacious homes. Plus, they're earth-friendly and built to last. That's why over 200,000 happy customers have made the switch. Upgrade your space today. Visit washablesofas.com now and bring home a sofa made for life. That's washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney designed, state specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
This is Julian Edelman from Games with Names. Anyone else feeling hungry? Because Applebee's just cooked up the ultimate option play with their new Ultimate Trio deal. You can choose from 3 of their delicious appetizers and pair them up with 3 sauces for just $14.99. Craft your perfect trio from over 80,000 different combinations in this flavor-packed plate built for one. Or to share if you're generous. You could stick with the classic pairings like boneless wings and buffalo sauce, mozzarella sticks and marinara, or brew pub pretzels with white cheddar beer cheese. Or you could spice things up and try some unexpected combinations like dipping chicken wonton tacos in their honey Dijon mustard. The choice is yours. The Ultimate Trio is the perfect way to hit all your cravings in one plate and turn appetizers into an entree. It's time to head to your neighborhood Applebee's or order online today. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
There goes Maxo.
Bye,
Maxo. He's rolling down the road on the static side of town. There's Marnie. There's Bonesy, who had us all in tears and
man, what
and
a
proud
day.
and proud.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
I'm proud of them. So
Yeah.
Howard Chip really showing some heart today, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Chris and I feel bad because we spent the first half hour of the show basically saying that we wanted the worst things possible to happen to Paul.
Yeah, and I didn't mean it, though. I was going for comedy.
Why would you say that?
That was comedy.
I mean, it was supposed to be funny, and then the rest of the show's been like sentimental, and it's like, man, we really hammered him pretty badly.
Yeah, Hawk said he'd be grateful if I was dead.
I did say that, but it was a joke.
And
it was a joke.
And we really
out of context,
leaned
it
into
doesn't
it.
make
Day
sense.
after his birthday?
It doesn't make sense, but out of context, but in context, it was great. It was a
I
great
guess I'll have to
line.
go back and listen.
I had compliments. I won an Emmy.
Oh, wow.
For that line.
Already?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think maybe Paul's death is what kind of brought me into that heartful place.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, this would
really
be sad
felt
if I
that.
passed away.
I would be sad.
I would be.
Hockey and Corey would celebrate by kissing.
I'd go to Red Lobster and Cane's with Riggs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's only back from Japan for a short time, so I got to take advantage of it.
I'd hang out with Dave Sheets.
Man, he's having a week.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm getting mentioned constantly.
Is he still alive?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know who that
No, you
is.
don't. He used to work here way before you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I lost my
kinda work here.
401k to keep him here.
Yeah.
I don't care. I know, lady. I heart lady.
I do.
Oh, thanks, Star. Thank you, Star.
cares about
Appreciate you,
Dave
brother.
Sheets.
All right, ready?
I don't know if he did or not, guy on the TV.
Now it's time for headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Get solar panels put on like I did almost a year ago. Got my electric bill in the mail. I think it was like 30% of what it was a year ago.
What?
Oh, yeah. Just saving money left and right.
Good for you, Corliss.
And again, some people can make money on panels. We use a lot of electricity at our house. So, but 100%. It's freezing in my house right now. My wife complained about it all day yesterday, and I just laughed because I was so comfortable.
Well, and you were there. She didn't like that part.
Right. Well, the basement's 62 degrees. That's where I spend all my time watching poker and whatnot.
You know, dude, that's so funny because last night I was in my house and I was like, I don't want to turn the air conditioner back on. And then I looked and it was 78 degrees in my house. I was like,
yeah.
it was terrible.
What?
It was terrible. My cat was shaving its own fur off.
That's so
78.
Oh, I know. It was so hot.
I love that Hawk is the boiling frog right now in the situation.
He puts that studio at like 75.
I'm
Gross.
sorry, you big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not. We're all talking about temperatures and then. You fat idiot.
He didn't say that.
You thinking that?
He
I was
said
gonna
you
say
big.
sexy bastard is what I was going to say.
I was going to say you big star.
Nope, you were going to say
You didn't let me finish.
you big-headed bastard.
I didn't say that.
Die today.
I didn't say that.
God, why do you say that about yourself?
You said it about me earlier.
I did not.
I don't remember that.
Looking for clarification.
You guys drink too much if you don't remember that. Okay, that was too far. So.
Anyway.
See, you say something that's not even mean, and you immediately feel bad and apologize. That was too far.
Because I have a soul.
They wanted you dead.
No, he felt bad because there were no laughs.
Yeah.
There was no reaction, and he's like, "Oh, I just stopped the show."
Lame attempt at humor, swing and a miss.
Sorry, Captain Comedy.
At least I'm still captain. I've been captain now for about a year straight.
Yeah, it's great. You should
Captain
get
Comedy.
promoted sometime soon.
Anyway, get those solar panels. Make some money. Save some money. It's the best.
Unless your AC's at 62.
Yeah,
saving a lot of-
Sergeant Solar Panel.
Saving a lot of money.
Lieutenant Laughy Face.
I'm
How
on
about
your
that?
team.
Yeah, thanks, Martin.
All right.
Uh-oh.
This might be perfect for Marnes. How old's Grady?
17.
17, about to be 18. And
Yeah.
Finley's how old?
15.
Okay, perfect. A recent survey of 1,000 parents of children ages 14 to 18.
Right there.
You're right there. Out of those parents, what percentage of them think their teenagers are, quote, extremely prepared to manage the finances of adulthood? Extremely prepared. How many parents, what percentage of parents are like, yep, my kids are ready?
1%.
1%. Sauce?
4.5.
4.5. Johnny Bones?
13.
13. Chris?
11.
Zachary?
6.9.
You're the closest. 8%.
I mean, that word extremely
Yep.
is the one that
Bailey just turned 20 on Sunday. I don't think she's, quote, extremely prepared, right? She's going to do fine. Extremely is the key word. Extremely prepared means you like have a full grasp on everything you're going to need to know. I've been saying this for freaking 20 years on this show. Financial literacy should be a required class in every high school in the state of Minnesota and beyond. Yeah. You better know what an interest rate is. You better know what a mortgage rate is. You better know how the stock market works, all that stuff.
Just so we're clear, I'm 58.
Sure.
I'm not sure I'm extremely prepared.
Sure.
I run several businesses.
Oh, sick brag.
Wow. I still don't feel like I'm extremely know all the stuff I would like to know about financing.
So my new, and this is not just because of the events of the last week and change, but we got to get social media literacy in a school required as quickly as possible as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well said.
How to discern between what's fake and what's not, what the idea of a source is. Like things we need to, it's the worst. Social media is the worst. The dangers of social media. We got to get that stuff up and running as well. But man, financial literacy is, why do you think this whole country's in debt? Because everybody gets out of high school and just starts spending cash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
spending money.
You know what? I'm not even going to, blah, blah. Never mind.
Okay.
Who would teach the social media literacy? The kids?
Well, that's the hard part.
There you go.
Right? 6, 7. What?
I know.
What does that mean, by the way?
It means nothing. It essentially means
hand
nothing.
motion with it.
Is that right?
6, 7.
It's like intentional nonsense.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's like the power trip.
Oh,
pretty much.
Yes.
Well played.
Yes.
They use it like indiscriminately. It can mean whatever they want it to mean.
Mm-hmm. And it started from a guy who was 6'7", and it has turned into anything and everything. Bruce.
Yep. Last night we were gonna watch an episode of Wednesday as a family. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll come upstairs. And
Is it 70 degrees?
No, it's like 68 on the main floor. Just a sweat lodge.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll be up in like 10 minutes. And Harper's like, more like 6, 7. And I'm like, for God's sakes. I'm like, watch it yourself.
Stay downstairs.
Watch it yourself.
You're grounded.
No, but I mean, that was an actual number, though, that she at least could reference at like 6 or 7 minutes. They literally could use it for any. It makes no sense, and they freaking love it. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Like a couple of 13, 14.
There you go.
Yeah.
Common is ahead of the curve. The phrases that kids use, and this has probably never changed because we had phrases too, but they are. It's like you have to retake the class every year because saying bet and just things that you're like, okay, what is that?
Yeah.
And I asked Finley, I don't know, this was a few months ago, what does stand on business mean? And she was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, yes, like I know what the intent is, but what does that mean? And she was like, it means you're standing on business.
Like, how do you not get
yes,
this?
but what does that mean? She goes, how do you not know what it means? I'm like, I'm asking you. This conversation went round and round, and that's all she kept saying. Means you're standing on business. I go, you can't stand on business. It's not a step.
Do you guys find this is what else is really frustrating about their attention spans now? I feel like whatever's cool to say lasts about 3 months.
Yes.
So, like, I think when we were growing up,
yes,
we would say the word dude, and that's about a decade where it was like a big deal.
Yes.
Now, like, by the time you catch up to what they're saying, then if you even remotely, even in a dad joke way, try to say it, they're like, that was so like 6 months ago. You're like, that's already over.
The lifespan.
Right. Like, standing on business, that's already over.
Done.
You can't say that anymore.
By the time I learn it, it's done.
Right. I sarcastically said no cap about a week ago, and I got laughed out of the room. Like, nice try. I'm like, that's already over with? I thought the cap thing was big.
I just implemented into a sentence.
Nobody says that anymore. I'm like, really? Already?
It's over?
I guess I don't know. Who knows if it's over? They move on pretty quickly.
Wait till Louis starts slinging phrases.
Yeah, man. Be like, God, your head's
how
huge.
close? That's not going to be his first.
That's evergreen. That's going nowhere.
How close has he come to saying actual words? Not just babble, but
he babbles, but
Sometimes.
Like father, like son?
Yeah, correct.
It's going to be hard for him to learn the English language in that house.
When nobody speaks it.
Pony.
He knows you too.
No, Kel does. Kel speaks English.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just a caveman who goes home and starts fires and runs into things because I'm an idiot.
Unfrozen caveman.
Where's the power shift thread?
Anyway.
Hundreds of people named Ryan got together in New York over the weekend in an event called Rytoberfest. They did not, though, break the record for most people with the same name gathered in one spot, but they did raise a bunch of money for charity. The Ryan Callahan Foundation supports families of pediatric cancer patients. So a good cause, but they did not break the record. Isn't it, isn't it like, what's the one that all gets together in like Texas?
Is it Lois?
No.
Tyler, maybe?
Yeah, it might be Tyler. Good call, Zachary.
Because there is Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, it might be Tyler, but there is an annual one that makes the news where I think that is the record. They get a whole bunch of whatever it is, Tylers together. Google that quickly, Zach. I think you're right, though. Anyway, so Rytoberfest came up a little bit short. Why didn't Ryan Donaldson go?
I think he's busy.
Oh, it's Kyle.
Thank you.
Kyle. There you go.
Text. Gathering of the Kyles.
Dob goes to the gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes, he does.
Kyle goes to the gathering of the Kyles.
There's also one for Lois where they have a song.
Oh, man, that'd be sexy.
And the song goes something like, "Your name is Lois, my name is Lois." And it goes on from there.
I mean, the lyrics are
You had this
deep.
last segment.
Sounds like a Kyle wrote that song.
Did Hockey's AI write that? What is it with the name Ryan? Because the Colorado Rockies had a Ryan game this summer. And as soon as you were reading that, I'm like, didn't this already happen? And I Googled it. Coors Field had a gathering of Ryans, a baseball game on June 20th, 2025, organized by the nonprofit group Ryan Meetup, to gather the most people named Ryan for a Colorado Rockies game, setting a world record. 600 Ryans attended the game, approximately. The gathering was organized by Ryan Meetup, a nonprofit organization dedicated to bringing people with the common name Ryan together.
So hang on. So that's
What
the
a
record?
cause.
The record is 600. They set the
That
record
might
or
have
not?
been it says setting a record. I don't know if it's a... The primary goal was setting a Guinness Book of World Records.
Can't we get more than 600 Pauls together for something?
Yeah, they talk
like,
a lot.
set the whole place on fire.
Sorry I bothered you with my friendship.
We both are.
I'm not a caveman.
Like, what if we tell people on Thursday at Treasure Island, only show up if your name is Paul, and we just break the record in 2 days?
On Sunday, before all hell broke loose, I texted the Power Trip group that picture of J.J. McCarthy holding the Super Bowl trophy. And Meets Us texted back,
yeah.
Zach once huffed that couch.
I responded brilliantly. Thanks, Mr. Caveman. I'm not bright.
Oh, my.
I skip words. I don't know how I got here.
Guys, I didn't think this was going to happen because of the injury situation, but look who's on the hotline.
Oh.
This is. I'm gonna get you.
Oh, okay, gotcha, guy. Okay, cool.
That works.
Jonathan Greenard he's called in this morning.
He sounds hideous.
On behalf of all ladies, Zach, thanks a lot.
Yeah, wow.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, what's going on? How we doing?
Go.
How are you feeling, man? I'll be honest with you. I wasn't sure this was going to happen today because I wasn't sure with the injury situation where you were at and if you were allowed to call and what the situation was going on. But how are you feeling this morning?
I'm good, man. Everybody knows football. You know, these crazy things kind of sometimes happen, but just a little nick. I'll be all right. You see, I came back out, so just a little bruise. But no, we'll be back good. So I'm not too worried. So of course I was going to make this call this morning.
Well, I'm so glad you did, and we appreciate that. And I know it's never easy to call in after a loss. And with, I guess we're all taking a deep breath right now. And we're all a little gun shy because there are so many injuries on this football team. So let me get this one out of the way right away as Jonathan Greenard joins the Power Trip Morning Show. Tell us your reaction to hearing that your starting quarterback was injured and you're going to be without him for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of look at it a little bit last year, it's kind of what the same thing kind of was leading up to, and obviously he got injured. So But our mindset and our mission is to just keep playing. I don't play quarterback, so it doesn't matter if we had our starter or not. I was going to be able to go handle it, so I can't really worry about it. But I know KO and everybody else and this whole staff and this team, we're just building something special to where, no matter who's in the game, we're going to have no drop-off of talent. So everybody prepares as if they're going to be the starter. But, that's not the first time I've been through this before in my career. So it's just a matter, it's a great opportunity for somebody else to come in and step in and make the plays and get their name out there the same way somebody else that's been there before.
So obviously a frustrating game a couple days ago for players and for fans. But on Monday, yesterday, when I asked Ben Lieber, former Vikings linebacker, all right, who played well? Give me a couple of names that we can hang our hat on, though. Let's try to spin this positively. And he mentioned you pretty quickly. He's like, Greenard always plays really well. So he mentioned you, I think, first. But then pretty quickly followed it up with Jalen Redmond. And I know a lot of us noticed that, man, he seemed as disruptive as I can remember. What do you like so far through 2 games out of Jalen Redmond?
Yeah, J-Rad is just a guy who's really been making plays since he came in last year. I think I was talking to somebody before the season. But just his disruptiveness, as you alluded to, he can literally bend. He's powerful. He's fast. It's hard to get him on double teams. He's literally a Swiss Army knife in a lot of different ways. Just how he can be so versatile and throughout the front. But J-Red always makes plays, and he's the guy that always just going to keep his head down and just keep working. It doesn't matter where you're going to put him. He's all right. What you want me to do? Go ahead and go. And he's going to do it full speed. So having a guy like him is versatile, selfless as well, and just going to play as hard as he possibly can for his brothers, man. It's just like the greatest teammate you can have, honestly.
How much does it help on the defensive line front with some of the injuries you guys have had, with all the depth you have on that defensive line?
Yeah, and that's the thing I was talking about earlier, is just it gives these guys so many great opportunities to come in and just make plays. And like I said, there's no drop-off because we all hold ourselves to a high standard. I hold our position groups to a high standard. And J.A. and Graves, they hold that whole D-line room to a high standard. So there shouldn't be any drop-off. And I think that's just how we prepare. And I think that that just gives us more versatility, like you say. And obviously when we get in those games, if we need a breather or something like that, we don't have to worry about is if the same production going to be made. No, these guys have been ready the whole time. So, yeah.
Nardog, good morning. Thank you for calling in today. We're talking with Jonathan Greenard of the Vikings. After week 1 and the win over Chicago, especially the way it escalated towards the end of the game, as fans, we were euphoric. There was such a celebration and just this giddiness. And after the Falcons game, it was kind of the opposite. There was frustration and some disappointment. And I'm sure you guys feel some of that. The season is a long one. There are roller coasters. And just in 2 weeks, the elation high and the just frustrating low that has already happened. How do you guys stay in the middle?
Yeah, I think we just always prepared to, I'm kind of a guy that kind of expects the worst until it happens. But that just kind of just keeps us to work. I think when you're a team that's trying to get to where we want to go, you have to fall in love with the process instead of it being the results. Because, when you fall in love with that process, you're willing to do whatever it takes, to get to that point. You fall in love with the hard days of practice. You fall in love with the losses at times just to see that you're going to find, a message throughout these things and to find a lesson throughout these things. So, it sucks. We hate to have these losses. We understand nobody wants that. But we also understand it's a part of the game and understand that, what we've put on tape, last year and things of that sort. Teams are going to be giving us their best. They understand that they're going to have to strap their stuff up whenever they come to play us just because we do so many dynamic things on offense and defense. So we have to expect that. So when we step on that field, we can't just go out there and say, okay, well, we'll have a bad play here or we'll have to do our job fully here. No, that's just the opportunity for the other team to come in and just dismantle us. And that's where we fight that battle every day against ourselves to not be satisfied with, success. Yes, when you start winning, everything is great, but you find those lessons, obviously, when you take a loss. And we just try to get to the point we don't have to learn that lesson in the loss, and we can just kind of nip things in the bud as soon as we see things that's affecting us.
When you have success like you did the week before, people like to talk about the culture of the organization. Mm-hmm. People like to talk about culture when you're winning. But
sure.
You rely on that culture when you have a week like this, or you do.
Right.
In terms of like the culture that has been built with the Vikings right now, what is it? Which aspects of that culture do you find yourself relying upon, or do you feel like the team needs to rely upon when you run into the adversity that you guys have faced this week?
Yeah, good question. Literally, like I was mentioning before, is I've been on teams that only won 4 games. I've been on teams that only won 3 games, and then obviously been on the teams that won 14. So just understanding though the qualities and recipes of a good team, you have to just make sure the energy is always high. You can't have energy vampires, and I think that's the biggest thing that I haven't seen here. You know, as you mentioned before, when we dealt with so much success, it's kind of hard to know what adversity feels like because you're so used to having everything's good. And I think this is a good test for us early on as well, because we have a lot of guys that were on this team last year and understood how, you know, it just kind of became such like a norm for us to continuously just win and deal with, you know, success. But as we all know, we all have a plan to get punched in the mouth. And I think that this is a great opportunity for us to bounce back and show our maturity, show how we respond back to adversity, because it's the league. We're going to continuously deal with it. Everybody knew coming into the season that it wasn't going to be pretty. We were going to get everybody's best that I keep mentioning, alluding to. But it's just a matter of us just not worrying about that and control what we can control. And I think that, you know, when we got past that win last week, well, the week before in Chicago, there's a little sense of us like, okay, cool. We understand that we can fight back and deal with these things. And I had to tell the guys that that's just not guaranteed every single week. You know, some teams, they're not going to let you come back. They're watching that same game to understand how these guys are fourth quarter teams. So when we do get the opportunity to get up, we have to keep their foot on their necks. Same things we're trying to do to other teams are doing to us. So, we just got to go back to the drawing board. Understand it's a copycat league. When teams do things and have success, they're going to come right back and do the same things or a variation of it. So we understand what beats us. We understand what we have to do to win. It's just a matter of executing now. So we're going to get back to that drawing board, get ready for Cincinnati, and understand they're going to try to do the same thing and run that football. And then just once we stop that, I feel like we have a really good chance. So that's our mission this week, is to take care of that run so that we can get what we want.
Last question for Jonathan Greenard. And by the way, a Mike Tyson and a What We Do in the Shadows reference in one answer there. I love that very, very much. You're back to finally playing a noon game on Sunday. Is that like back to normal business for you?
Yeah, somewhat. I think that it just gets us, you know, you're waking up, you get right to action, just because it's kind of like how majority of the games go in the NFL. But it was great to play, obviously, the 2 primetime games. I mean, those are literally, as I was mentioning before that was like my third or second Monday night game. That was like my second or third Sunday night game. So it's an honor to play on those nights. But as you mentioned, yeah, we get to get back and get to somewhat regular programming. And obviously the bank is going to be rocking. I think we do really well in those noon games. But it's a quick little turnaround just because we've been playing these 2 night games. So I'm excited, man. Like I said, I continue to just love the challenges that we continue to face every week, just because it just shows us, unlocks a new version of ourselves that people probably didn't know that was in there. For the younger guys as well, to obviously just get a new feel for how the league can be. But I'm excited. Like I said, anytime we get a challenge, man, I'm just ready to see go and attack it.
Jonathan, thanks for the time, man. Good luck against Cincinnati. Please don't get hurt.
Of course not. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, later.
There he goes. Jonathan Greenard of the Minnesota Vikings.
If I had done better research, I would have seen that he wasn't on the injury report, and so he probably was going to be able to call, but I wasn't sure, man. You know what I mean? Because
it looked bad for a second.
And it was an oblique issue, but also if they're, I believe the thing is, if they're on the injury report at all, they're not allowed to be on the media. I think that's the case.
Something like that.
You are correct.
How about again? Do you guys know the energy vampire?
I've never
reference?
seen What We Do in the Shadows.
It's such a great character.
I've heard it's great.
Vampires are vampires, but there's one guy who works in an office. He's an energy vampire.
Oh, I love this.
And what he does is just he gets around you and you go sad and you can't help it. So sexy. I love it. So that's a great character.
common.
That's almost everybody that works here.
Yeah. So that's great. And then the Mike Tyson's thing. Everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the face.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. A couple final things here in headlines before we wrap up the show for a Tuesday. This one's fun. Best of luck to you guys. A man in Florida was waiting in the drive-thru line at a Popeyes when a drunk woman walked up to the window and stepped between his car and the window. She apparently arrived in an Uber, but the driver was not going to wait in line. This gal was hammered. She walked up to the window and demanded a blank. So drive-thru line at a Popeyes. Drunk woman steps in between a car and a window, walks right up to the window and demands...
Not a chicken sandwich?
I know
ranch
Popeyes,
sauce.
a biscuit.
What did you say, Bonus?
Ranch sauce.
Okay. What are you guessing, Marnie?
Yeah, chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
A napkin?
She demanded a Baconator.
Oh, God. Well, she gets.
Lady, my
your hands
God.
up.
That lady Woodhawk.
I'm offended, actually. No, I'm going to say no.
Baconator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But she is greasy.
She's greasy.
She was apparently so drunk she didn't understand that Wendy's has Baconators,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Popeyes.
Man, how glad was that Uber driver to get her out of that
Oh,
car?
my gosh.
He didn't
Can you
want
imagine?
Man, Baconators rule.
Oh, yeah.
Doctors have reportedly developed special eye drops for people with long-sightedness that could in the future replace the need for reading glasses.
This is a great thing, man. I read this story this morning. What a great development that could be. Right? Don't you love the idea?
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Don't you love the idea that out there right now, as we speak, Marty, somewhere, there are scientists working on everything. Do you know what I mean? Not just the big things like cancer, obviously, that we want to get help with, but somebody's out there working on nearsightedness, right? Hopefully somebody's out there working on hovels in 54-year-old dudes.
Hovels.
So I can just have a normal day.
I didn't even hear the word. Let's guess what word he tried to say.
Hovels?
Yeah, Huggle from Labyrinth. Hey, Riggs is from Japan, right? He lives in Japan.
Is.
Check this out. By the way, do you know how many people live in Japan in general? Do you know the population of the country of Japan?
Don't.
I don't either. Can somebody Google it in the next 10 seconds? Boom,
Population of Japan?
Yes, the entire country of Japan.
124 million?
Million. Okay.
Wow.
All right, check
a
this
lot
out
of people in a
then.
little country.
They're kind of famous for people living quite long, right?
Okay.
They just set a record. How many people now in Japan are 100 or older?
26.
26 people. 100 or older.
100.
You think 100 are 100 or older? What a fun guess.
Out of
Marnie.
124 million? How many are at least 100? 92.
I know that it's a lot because of the Blue Zones book from our friend Dan Butner, so I'm going to say it's 357.
357, Zachary.
900,000.
900,000?
Yes.
Wow.
Extreme land, then.
How dare you?
Zach is simultaneously the most right and the most wrong because you were on the right pace, but just overshot it by a mile. 100,000 people.
Wow.
Japan now has 99,763 people.
Wow.
100 or older. This is the 55th year in a row that number has gone up.
Wow.
They're doing something right in Japan. Good thing Riggs is there. He's going to live to be 100. Just do whatever they're doing.
The whole country's a Blue Zone, baby.
His health. Did I tell you about his health care?
Go on.
Basically, he got told by this company, your annual checkup is scheduled for this day. You kind of go into a room, and there's a bunch of doors around the room, and basically it's almost like an assembly line. Like, okay, now you go in there and you get that check. Now you go in there and get that check. Now you go in there and you show up on this day and you get your annual checkup and you go through these things, and that's what you're doing.
Genius.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, man, Zach's been in that proctology door for a long time. Go to the other stations, buddy.
You only have to go once.
John, good luck on Saturday, man. It's going to be
Thank you
awesome.
very much.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Love you.
And much love to your boy, Marnes.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Best of
I
luck to
appreciate
Grady
it.
or Gertie or whatever the hell his name is.
Yep.
We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, my Abadabba. It's a big old beautiful day out there. Enjoy as much of it as you can.
Let's be real. Life happens. Kids spill. Pets shed. And accidents are inevitable. Find a sofa that can keep up at washablesofas.com. Starting at just $699, our sofas are fully machine washable inside and out. So you can say goodbye to stains and hello to worry-free living. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. They're kid-proof, pet-friendly, and built for everyday life. Plus, changeable fabric covers let you refresh your sofa whenever you want. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa anytime to fit your space, whether it's a growing family room or a cozy apartment. Plus, they're earth-friendly and trusted by over 200,000 happy customers. It's time to upgrade to a stress-free, mess-proof sofa. Visit washablesofas.com today and save. That's washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
The day begins at the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the club at Boston Logan Airport. You get the clam chowder. In San Diego, it's tostadas. New York, espresso martini. It's 10 a.m. Why not? It's the quiet before your next flight, the shower that resets your day, the menu that lets you know where you are. This is access to over 1,300 airport lounges and every Sapphire lounge by the club. And one card that gets you in. Chase Sapphire Reserve, the most rewarding card.
Learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Reserve. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval.
Fox One is now live. It's the new way to stream all your Fox favorites all in one place. That means NFL Sundays and college football games, breaking news with the Fox voices you trust, and your favorite shows streamed as they happen so nothing gets spoiled. With Fox One, you get it all live. Edge of your seat plays, jaw-dropping moments, and that feeling like you're right there in the action. Start your 7-day trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. Fox One, we live for live. Streaming now.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.